Hi, Esther.
Hi, Emmett. You look thoughtful.
Really? That's probably because I'm thinking about something.
What are you thinking about?
I'm thinking about how funny things happen in the Bible.
Well, there are lots of amazing things that happen in the Bible. What funny thing are you thinking about?
I'm thinking about two stories about Jesus.
I like the stories about Jesus. Which two stories are you thinking about?
Well, I'm thinking of the story we read a while ago about James and John. They were brothers, you know. And the story of Bart.
Bart?
Yeah, blind Bart. Jesus met him in some place called Jerry's Cove.
I think you mean the town of Jericho.
Yeah, that was it.
And the person's name was Bartimaeus.
That's right. You know the story?
Yes, Jesus is leaving Jericho and Bartimaeus is sitting along the side of the road. Bartimaeus is blind, and so no one would give him work to do. So he has to beg for food and money in order to live.
That must be scary. To never know what or if you'd be able to eat that day.
I think it must be scary and frustrating. Apparently, someone had told Bartimaeus about Jesus and how Jesus had healed people in other villages. So Bartimaeus waits along the road, and suddenly someone says that Jesus has arrived and is walking by them.
That's when Bartimaeus called out to Jesus, asking Jesus to have mercy on him. I think that means he wanted Jesus to notice him.
He couldn't see Jesus, but he wanted to know that Jesus saw him.
Jesus did see him and hear him and called for Bartimaeus to come to him. And people near Bart said, Jesus heard you and he is calling for you.
So Bartimaeus went to Jesus, who asked, "What do you want me to do for you?"
And that's when this story reminds me of the James and John story.
Oh, now I get it. James and John came to Jesus and said they wanted Jesus to do what they asked of him.
That's the other story. And Jesus said to them, "What do you want me to do for you?" Which is also what Jesus asked Bart. What do you want me to do for you? Funny, eh? Jesus must have liked that question.
I think Jesus thought that how people answered that question was important.
Bartimaeus didn't answer the same way James and John answered, did he?
No, James and John wanted Jesus to appoint them as his favorite disciples, to name them as the most important disciples.
And Bartimaeus wanted to see. He didn't really want to be important. He just wanted to be like everyone else.
Do you know what I think is funny about these two stories?
No. What do you think is funny?
What I think is funny is that one of the things Jesus was always doing was helping people to see the world as God saw it, as a world in which everyone is loved by God and everyone should share God's love with one another.
So no one is really God's favorite because everyone is God's favorite.
So you see what I mean.
I see.
Jesus wanted everyone to see God's love in this world. So I think Jesus really liked Bartimaeus's question.
Good old Bart. He saw even before he could see.
I'll say amen to that.
Amen.